Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. The City of Edina's 2019 Quality of Life Survey is underway. The city contracted with National Research Center to develop a 6-page survey. Questions include quality of life in Edina, local policies and amenities, rating of local government services, and resident use of government services and facilities. This year's survey also asks about race and equity and sustainability.
We do the survey every 2 years because it gives us time to learn what the previous survey's results were, to implement policy, and then to test to see if that policy had any impact on future surveys. And a 2-year break in time gives enough time, 24 months gives us enough time to make that happen.
A random and statistically valid sample of 1,500 households received the survey. Residents who received the survey may return it by mail or submit the survey online. The anonymous responses of the participating households will be weighted and analyzed. National Research Center is expected to present survey results to the City Council in June. MWF Properties is working to build workforce housing on the site of the former Waldorf Nevins Cleaners on Amundson Avenue. The City Council got its first glimpse at the possible project during a sketch plan review last month. Under the plan, the existing building would be raised and a new building with a mix of 62 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom units would be constructed. All would be affordable units. Amenities of Amundson Flats might include on-site management, a fitness center and community room, outdoor gathering area, and free underground parking.
We have a goal established by the Metropolitan Council to create over 1,200 new units of affordable housing by 2030. It's hard to do, although it's important to do, having those units be incorporated in market rate developments. By being able to develop this as 100% allows us to increase the number in one site.
MWF Properties' initial plans meet the requirements of the 70th and Cahill Small Area Plan, recently approved by the city as part of the Comprehensive Plan update. Council members gave the developer non-binding feedback. Should MWF Properties decide to move forward with the project, the company would file a formal application and go through an approval process involving the Planning Commission and City Council. An open house for the city to share the draft comprehensive plan and explain how residents can give feedback will be held 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Monday, March 11th at the Public Works and Park Maintenance Facility. A 30-day review period of the entire comprehensive plan kicks off March 7th. The draft plan will be available for review online at www.bettertogetheredina.org, where feedback is encouraged. Feedback can also be shared by mail sent to City Hall.
It's valuable input for the commission, it's value for the commissions that worked on it. It's also very valuable input for the planning commissioners because they will be collecting those comments and the draft will reflect to some degree those comments that have come in.
The plan includes chapters on land use and community design, housing, transportation, parks, open space and natural resources, water resources, energy and environment, economic competitiveness and economic development, human rights and relations, community health, heritage preservation, and arts and culture. It also includes a plan for implementation and appendixes on the small area plans. The current comprehensive plan draft is an update to the 2008 plan. The Metropolitan Council requires every city in the 7-county metro area to have such a plan, and state law requires that it be updated every 10 years. Once the 30-day review period is over, the Planning Commission and City Council will hold public hearings. It is anticipated that the draft will be approved in May, triggering a 6-month municipal review process where neighboring cities will have a chance to review it. Come November and December, the Planning Commission and City Council will give the plan final approval in time for it to be sent to the Metropolitan Council by December 31st. If you're driving down Highway 169 in Edina, there's a facility that pops up out of nowhere in the winter. Edina TV's Tom Cornell stopped by to find out what this mysterious bubble is.
There's a big, white secret hiding in plain sight in Edina.
It goes up approximately the first weekend of November.
It's camouflaged to look exactly like a snowdrift, a 3-story tall snowdrift. But now, Agenda is finally able to take you inside to reveal what's going on.
All right!
Okay, so maybe it's not such a big secret, but the Braemar Fields Dome can be surprising for all the things they have going on there.
We love it here.
In terms of general programming, again, we have the walking track that's open for walkers and joggers. We have Tot Time, that's a very popular program for younger kids who might be home with mom or dad or a nanny during the week, can come in and play with some of our toys. We have batting cages that are available. We have fitness on the field, which happens once a month when different fitness groups from around the Twin Cities will come in. Again, we have that drop-in time. Anytime during the day, generally from 6 in the morning till about 4 o'clock. If the field's not being used, you can just drop in and use the field. Saturdays, we have our family time and open dome time, which are both very popular.
And for approximately $380 per hour, private groups can rent the entire facility to host a variety of events.
We were fortunate enough to host a Super Bowl event last year. We get requests from gymnastics meets, wrestling tournaments, grass volleyball, craft shows.
Most important for parents of active youngsters, the fields are child-friendly, and they even host Tot Days.
So wanting to have something to do where she can run and kind of tire herself out and work her mind and all of that, so this is a good option.
Let's face it, Minnesotans will always love being active outdoors. But when the weather turns truly bitter, even the hardiest of us will seek shelter.
Well, we've never had a winter that we've needed to run indoors as much, and you just take for granted that we have this wonderful facility.
And we were just talking about
and there's no ice in here.
Yeah.
Outside
Yeah.
is too dangerous, and we'd love to be out there, but
Yeah.
we can't be.
We were literally talking about it as we were running around
Right.
the track, how happy we are to have this place.
Even when it's -10 or when it's snowing outside, our dome is still open and available for people to use. So that's a real convenience factor.
Plus, the price is right. To use the track that surrounds the field is free for runners and walkers. And if you want to go onto the field,
It's only $5 to come here and, have a couple hours of play inside and have this whole space, so I think it's worth it.
climate controlled, inexpensive, and easily accessible. It's almost too good to be true. So maybe we should just keep this between us. Shh.
Braemar Fields Dome is removed each spring to allow for summer activities under the sun. Be sure to check out Braemar Fields' calendar online to keep up with the latest activities and events. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.